Multiple governments have collaborated to shut down a dark web network of substance use and Fetty sales called Operation Deep Sentinel, and they made a very stylized video because this was an internet racket. They made a very stylized video demonstrating what they wanted to message to the former substance users that were trying to order. Watch this.
Especially when it comes to pleasure. Then I met this one guy.
Better to be someone for a day than no one for a lifetime.
I thought he was right. So I started my own biz. You only need a logo, a catchy name, a website, and most importantly, products everyone wants.
For many of you who watch the channel, you may not know that I've been abstinent from all substances for about 20 years. And throughout that time, I've worked in advocacy to try to rejigger the substance recovery systems within the United States, because just like so many other systems, it is broken, institutions are rotten, and the results haven't been very good. However, operations like this to control supply are of the utmost importance. I am trying to work on the demand side, so working with families within the United States to try to have jobs, have access to their children, have a better life, have identity, have relationship with God. And as we do that on our end, the government's working in collaboration to try to shut down operations like this that are dark web Fetty sales networks. Listen, it's been an open secret for a long time that you can just go on the internet and order drugs and have them delivered to a location other than your home, so that you can go pick them up from, an abando and not have it be linked to you. That's been a pretty open secret among substance use recovery circles for a long time. And now finally supply might be getting taken away, and I applaud that.
Something feels weird.
Reading from this article from the Daily Wire, the United States partnered with European authorities to shut down one of the world's largest darknet drug trafficking websites, which is also one of the few online marketplaces for Fetty. I've lost friends to Fetty. Of course, it's a scourge on our United States, largely proliferated by the expeditious use of OxyContin throughout our country for such a long time, which you can point fingers of blame where you want to on that. American officials partnered with Europol, the European Union's law enforcement agency, and shut down Archetype Market, which is spelled a little funky. I'll show it in the notes. Who they say trafficked $290 million worth of drugs to more than 600,000 users online within the last 5 years. So good for Europol, good for the United States government and working with this. This is the type of governmental action that I see as an appropriate use of my tax dollars, whereas so many fundamental ways that the government uses my money have been corrupt and unnecessary and contributing to deaths worldwide. This might actually diminish some of that suffering. A law enforcement coalition, back to the article from the Daily Wire, a law enforcement coalition that included police forces from several European countries seized infrastructure in the Netherlands and arrested a 30-year-old German administrator in Barcelona. With over 17,000 listings, it is one of the few darknet markets that allow the sale of Fetty and other synthetic opioids. The video that they put forward is really interesting and stylized and amazingly dark, but they say the operation required years of intensive investigative work, and with this takedown, law enforcement has taken out one of the dark web's longest running drug markets, cutting off a major supply line. And by dismantling its infrastructure and arresting its key players, we are sending a clear message: there is no safe haven for those who profit from harm. Now, I completely applaud this effort but without meaning and purpose inculcated in the lives of those who are suffering from substance use, you wonder why there's so many deaths of despair. It's not because substances are available for purchase. It's because despair is being purchased and taken en masse among the American populace, and it's up to us to reinstitute meaning and purpose, firstly with God, secondly with family, thirdly with vocation, integration, and employment, and fourthly with national pride, possibly reordering that priority list. We have to work on what the demand was. Why did demand increase for these substances? And that's what I'm trying to do, one man and possibly one family, one lady at a time, throughout this channel and throughout my therapy practice. Thank God for this operation. Thank God that this place has been shut down and many assets seized. Now let's work on why was the demand there in the first place. If this channel can be of any service to you, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much.
And it felt good. But everything comes to an end.